Oh, I was scrolling through the disambiguation for Bulma, and I found both of these two old ass Bulma cards, and I want to talk about both of them. So we're gonna go ahead and start with talking about this Int Bulma. This is a summonable SR from the World Tournament banner, right? It shows it right over here. And essentially, it's not really important to talk about the SR for both of these cards, so we're just going to skip over it. And we're only going to talk about the fact that they are awakenable SRs from the World Tournament Summon banners as a whole. So with that being said, going on over to Int Bulma, what is she doing that is special for the time of her awakening is the fact that she does have a double stun chances, one from her passive, that being a 30% chance. Which is interesting is that she has the same stun chance that STR Jiren does. I'm gonna pull him up in a moment. But she has what's a rare chance? A 20% chance. Okay, she has a 20% chance to stun on her super attack effect, and she does extreme damage. So, she also has a 30% chance to stun all enemies, of course, for one turn, and she gives all allies 2 ki. Now, what's funny about this card is that this card actually doesn't seem too bad, but the thing is that she wouldn't seem like a bad option for your Super Int team at the time for Battle Road, but the problem is that Battle Road doesn't come out till October of 2017, so she's pretty much is she like a dead unit? Is she dead on release? Because stun is it essentially worthless for Dokkan events? I don't know. Like, what Dokkan events could be stunned? I can't think of any Dokkan events off the top of my head back in March of 2017 that can be stunned. There probably are some out there, but I'm just gonna say outright, her key support is useful, certainly, and then her support is definitely way better than this Tech Bulma support, where she's giving me 3,000 attack and defense. But I would argue, well, when does Dokkan Battlefield come out? I don't remember when Battlefield comes out. Let me go over to all events. And I also got to pull up STR Jiren. Let me just go ahead over here. Let's go over to... We can just grab up Earthlings. We can grab up Physical TN. And then we could just go ahead and grab up Fierce Battle. And then we scroll all the way down to STR. Could just went to Cold Judgment. Doesn't STR Jiren have Cold Judgment? I mean, I'm pretty certain that he does. And he's a old ass Dokkan Fest. So he should be right down... Where is he? Right over here. Okay. So STR Jiren pre-EZA does have a 30% chance to stun all enemies, right? He does. It's funny. It's real funny because he comes out pretty much like a damn near a year later, and they give him this. Just something I want to put out there. Post EZA, does he have the same stun chance for all enemies? He does. This EZA was handled so bad, by the way. Handled so bad. And I talked about his EZA in an older video. So yeah, it's funny because she comes out prior to Jiren, like a damn near like a year and like a month over, right? Because, you know, he comes out in April, she comes out in March of the previous year. So, yeah, she has double stun chances, one for all enemies for one turn, which is obviously rather useful for Battle Road, and one that's a 20% chance on her super attack effect for 2 turns, of course, and she is a 2-key all allies support. So, I would honestly say, yo, is she a runnable option for Battle Road for your Super Int team for the first 10 stages? She doesn't seem that bad. It's crazy that I'm saying this. It's so crazy I'm saying this, but she might be a viable option for Battle Road at this time. But the problem is that Battle Road doesn't come out till October of 2017. She comes out in March of 2017. So really, you'd only ever use her for her key support, and I would honestly say that's not a... Oh, the only thing is that she's... Oh, man. Would you throw on Super Gogeta's team? When does Super Gogeta even come out? Let me go over to Fierce Battle. Int Super Gogeta, because we are inside the 120% leader skill. We're still in the leader skill / Dokkan event meta. So where is Int Super Gogeta? When does he come out? I remember him coming out at the end of the year. I might mistake him for another unit. When does he come out? He comes out in April of 2017. Okay, so he comes out a month later. Okay, so... I mean, could you possibly throw her on in Super Gogeta's 120% leader skill to Super Int? Sure, but the problem is that why would you ever want to run a character who's giving ki when Gogeta already has good ki links in and of itself, that being prepared for battle, over in the flash and a fused fighter? It's counterintuitive. Why would you ever want to run someone with ki support when his link set's already good enough to run with the rest of the team? I wouldn't even just run this character. I wouldn't run this character at all, considering the fact that he has a good link set, and obviously he was stupid powerful on release. So going over to Tech Bulma. Tech Bulma, and what's her leader skill? She gives all types 2 ki. Yeah, pretty much worthless, because I mean, you guys can make it out. So her leader skill is also all types, 25% attack, so obviously worthless. She seals on super, which is cool. She does huge damage. Huge damage is 130% for the multiplier, and extreme damage is 104. Wait, hold on, what? Okay. And she also gives all types 3,000 attack and defense. This is very ass. Super worthless. Yeah, I can't even find a reason to run this Bulma, not even for your super tech team. And it's funny because we go over to the timeline of events for JP, and within the same month, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku comes out. So, really, people would not run this card on Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku's team. It's not happening. It's definitely not happening. Because this is not worth running at all. It's like, if it was like 30% attack and defense all types, sure. But this is very worthless. Her sealing, I mean, sealing for Dokkan events at the time, I can't think of any Dokkan events that could be sealed at the time. There probably is one that I don't know of, but yeah. And also, I just realized I called over in a flash, over in a flask. I thought about that. So, Tech Bunny Bulma, practically worthless to run. You're not running her for a ceiling. That's her best thing about her card, but I would argue that she's pretty much worthless, unless there's a use case I don't know about. And then, Int Bulma has a use later on down the line. She does have a use technically for Battle Road. Certainly so. So, I think that is really about it. I don't have much more to say about these cards. Maybe they can get Awakenings and Easy A's. Like, maybe they can awaken into, like, another version of Bulma. I don't see why not. They could both awaken to another version of Bulma, and they could be very good support type units. Why not? Give them like a 50% chance to dodge, make her 2 ki and 30% attack and defense support type unit. I mean, certainly, they share the name that LR Bulma shares, right? Because LR Bulma is Bulma Youth, right? Well, she's Bunny Bulma, but LR Bulma is Bulma Youth, right? So, I mean, if you don't technically have LR Bulma, then maybe if she were to get an Easy 8 later on down the line, I don't know. I'm waiting for this page to load. Yeah, it is Bulma Youth. So this card would be competing with a spot that she is utterly broken, busted, stupid, just too damn good to be replaced. Meanwhile, Bunny Bulma, they could do something with her. Possibly, you never know. Some of those World Tournament Easy A's, like for example that AGL Kid Gohan, is absolutely ridiculous. But I think that is really about it. Should we check those 200% leader skills? Why not? What 200% leader skills does these cards have? Let's see. Why not? Wait, no, this is the wrong wiki. It is this wiki right over here. The Dokkan info. I clicked on this one, but yeah, Global's getting LR Omega Shenron. Yeah, come on now. You guys already know. No. Let's get Bulma. I gotta see what 200% leader skill she's on before I close out the video. I'm very curious. Not LR Bulma, of course. I mean, although I'm pretty sure they share the same amount of categories, right? No, she's on Power Wishes. Meanwhile, these Bulmas aren't. Those other youth Bulmas. So we have the Bunny Bulma. Certainly enough, she is on a 200% leader skill. She is. Yeah, she's on Path of Power Goku's 200% leader skill, as well as Yamcha's. And I'm going to assume that the other Bulma is on the same leader skills too, right? Yeah. I think that is really about it. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next video. I love you all. Peace.